Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel, Hysteria Projects. Hope you're doing well. These are general messages, so please take what resonates and leave the rest behind. The general energy of this is very beautiful. It really is. Um, it's all about transforming and blooming and being set free. The energy here is so warm, so pretty. So let's get into it. Well, that was awfully fast. All right. So you've definitely been through more than what it looks like on the surface. You've definitely carried weight that it's giving ant energy. You know, like how ants can carry so much more than their body weight, you know? It's giving that energy. And this could have that small energy, that could even be, you know, childhood. It's giving, though, that you very much have carried the weight of a lot of things here, a lot of burdens. And along this path you've been on, you've definitely been setting down some of these burdens. You know, it's even giving that energy of, you know, why do bad things happen to good people? You know, there's a lot of loss here. There's a lot of mourning here. Your energy, though, is also that of trying to remain in the light. And by doing so, I'm getting that you're going to have a lot of opportunities, a cornucopia of ideas, okay? There's a lot of things that I'm getting you're about to be blessed with. Opportunities. Again, ideas. Solutions to problems. Financially, emotionally, you know, you're on this path here where it is leading you to abundance in all areas of your life. And there was a point here where you felt very caged up, you felt suppressed. There is a version here of you that has died. And I'm telling you, this is so beautiful. And look how beautiful this is. After all this sadness, after all this, and you know, I'm getting death. I mean, and this could be literal, you know, that you could have experienced a death here. You know, but this doesn't have to be the case. This is also giving off suppression. This is giving off held back, you know, not growing, not blossoming. This withering away energy, okay, is withering away. You know, this sense of not being able to fly and be free has been lifted. You know, and usually, you know, rainbows happen after the rain. They happen after the storm, when the sun comes back out. But in this image, it's still raining. And you've still managed to see and find this beautiful rainbow. And again, this is still on the bottom. You know, this is this beautiful transformation. This beautiful journey. Getting for some of you, this journey feels very, at times it has felt lonely. It's like you're kind of going through this alone. And I'm also getting here that you could have spiraled down some thoughts of just based off of some of these things that you have experienced, some of these things that were such heavy burdens. um I'm getting this looking into your life, like, is this a generational curse? Is this, what is this? Is it in my DNA to just have to carry this heavy load? It's giving off this, what is the point? Why am I here? For this, for and it's like that really did start to connect you and start to transform, I'm gonna say, this relationship that you have with the divine. A rebuilding of, and transforming of, I'm gonna say, the relationship between the divine, could be between family, generational things, past wounds, whatever this may be, and even with yourself, just like being friends with yourself. There's this connection here. That's too many. But, this is what I'm saying. There's this connection here. Excuse me. This bridging. And this really has, excuse me, let me get a drink of coffee. This really has, I'm going to say, allowed you to step into this new version of life that is more true, more authentic. Because what I'm getting here is that a lot of this weight, a lot of these burdens, a lot of this darkness and heaviness, a lot of it wasn't even yours to carry. And it was like you were made to feel like you had to carry all that weight. And you felt bound, you felt trapped, you felt suppressed by the weight of the world, the weight of all this responsibility and stuff that really wasn't yours to be carrying in the first place. And some things were just extremely heavy things that you experienced, that you went through, that caused a lot of mourning, a lot of grief. And this beautiful transforming path that you've been on, butterflies could be very significant to you. You could be seeing butterflies everywhere. It's like that's a sign of your spirit guides. That's a sign of the universe sending you love. It's like a bridge between you and the universe. Little signs here, maybe through a butterfly, of support, of love. It's like reaching through that portal. It really is the universe pouring back into you, because you have been pouring into yourself and the universe here. There's this connection. There's this internal light here. And this beautiful, beautiful transformation that you have been going through is leading you to a totally new world. This Six of Wands at the bottom here, it's giving me the energy of you stepping into a timeline that is so successful, so abundant. It almost feels like a dream. It's almost like you're sitting here looking thinking, well, that can't be real, because you've not really experienced that yet. Not in this physical form. I'm getting that you really have been through a lot of darkness. And the divine has been that color back in your world. And the divine is about to bless you with multiple opportunities and ideas here. And they're constantly sending you signs of love and support. Oh, shit. You have the Knight of Cups and the Hierophant. I just said the divine is sending you love and support. you know, this could be in forms of not just signs like butterflies and things within nature, but this could be in forms of the divine leading you to new friendships, leading you to new people. I'm getting that you dealt with a lot of karmic situations. It's weird how Spirit is wanting me to kind of like bounce around like this, but what I'm getting from this is that, for some of you, you could have had a very karmic mother. This could have been somebody that really added to these burdens that I was talking about, adding to this weight. That childhood healing, that aunt feeling that I was feeling earlier, it could have been a karmic parent here. And you could have had to financially support this parent. And it doesn't have to be one parent, you could have just been in a situation where you were more responsible for things than what you should have been. Yeah, you had to do a lot. And I'm getting that you had to figure out things for yourself. And that's where this whole navigating this path and walking this path towards your abundance and your happiness and success is because you have been in this survivor energy. It's getting fight or flight, struggled energy here. And you've done a lot of healing. You have. And you're investing into, I'm going to say you're investing into moving in a direction that is bright, moving into a direction that has color that feels warm. There's this comfort around so much gray and so much dark that you are out of your comfort zone. You have been stepping out of your comfort zone because what you desire is not where you have been. And there's this sense of awareness of that. And I feel like with this, this could have even just, this could be a situation where you grew up poor. It doesn't have to be. This could be lacking in emotional, support, or a lack of somebody being there. Whatever this may be over here with this parental energy that I'm feeling, I am getting this energy of beautiful abundance. that is coming through, that is coming towards you, because you have worked so hard. And you might even be in that energy of having worked so hard and you're like, what do I have to show for it? And the divine is about to bless you with so many opportunities, so many different ideas, different solutions. I'm getting solutions here. We have the Tower. No, it's like you felt so stuck. I find this Tower to be interesting, and you could have felt stuck about something in your childhood. But I'm getting that this energy of suppression, this was deeply rooted. This was something that you grew up in. And with an awakening, with the divine striking down this clarity, it's giving off that being set free energy. And yes, it might still have been stormy. It might still have been dark. Six of Wands is still on the bottom here. And the Six of Wands, it's in the dark. It's nighttime, But there's victory, there's success, there's freedom. I just said a second ago there's some clarity here. And a lot of this clarity I feel like has to do with this healing here. With this parental figure. We have Ten of Swords and Six of Pentacles. I feel like Ten of Swords is more stabbed in the back. It's a betrayal energy. But nonetheless, it's a burden. It's not a good energy. And with the Six of Pentacles, this is, helping out. This is caretaking energy, sharing energy out of your own kindness. And again, Six of Wands is still on the bottom here. I need to pull it out. I need to pull the Six of Wands out because this is an overall victory that you are having that is setting you free from all of this past stuff that really did nothing but put limitations on you. And it's like you're breaking free of all of those limitations. And again, with this energy over here of the divine coming in and giving you signs of love and giving you signs of support, leading you to, I'm going to say, this new world, this new energy, this new experience. And this Page of Wands, this is, I'm going to say, actions of things that are exciting. This is, I'm going to say, opportunity of meeting new people. And this could be in love. This could be in friendships. That sense of having walked this path alone and having a strong connection with the divine, really the divine being your only friend here. The divine is sending people in for you. We have the Two of Cups. The divine is sending in your people, your soulmates. And I say soulmates, again, this could be in friendships, but this could also be in love. Or it could be both. Why not, right? Why not? Because this is a new beginning. This portal here, this energy of just stepping into this whole new world. This feels stable. And this Ace of Pentacles makes me feel like this is God's blessing to you. You know, this is God giving you something here in the material form. Because you have done so much in the spiritual realm. You have done so much internally, within your mind, within your heart. You really have been overcoming many, many things. Working through many things. And although you have not been alone, because the divine has been with you this entire way in this physical form, you very much have felt alone on this journey. It's like you're being gifted connection here. You're being gifted support. I really love this energy because this is like, you know, the universe wanting to just be like, hey, I want to just show you very clearly, you know, look at what all you have overcome. Look at what you came from and what you have been blooming into and what you're stepping into. Look at how much you have succeeded. Look how much you've overcome. Look at how far you've come. Anything else? You know, we have the Four of Wands, the King of Pentacles, and the Fool. You know, again, I'm getting friends and family. This overall energy of belonging. You know, finding that those people, I'm not getting that this is just one person. Yes, you could find, you know, your divine soulmate here, the one that you're meant to be with. But I'm getting it's also friendships and connections and community. You know, people that you align with that become your family. And those are all very beautiful things that are part of this new journey. And okay, I'm getting it now. Because I'm sitting here wondering, like, so what's the problem here? Like, what's the issue? I see the issue. You haven't quite stepped through yet. You know, you're waiting, you're wishing. It's like you don't believe it to be real. I mean, look how similar these two cards are. Where it's like this person is wishing on a star. This person is looking at a dream. Okay? I don't know if you can see that or if there's glare. But, you know, this person is outside of that looking towards that sense of home and that sense of belonging. Okay? And it's not a dream. It's not out of your reach. It's not just a wish. You are allowed to have this, you know? Oh, okay. Sorry, I just made the connection, you know, like earlier there was this energy I was saying of like a generational curse. You know, this is how like my life is meant to be energy. You know, and you could still have that a little lingering of maybe, you know, this beautiful bright future. You feel like you might not be able to have that. And it's because you haven't experienced that. In all reality, it's because you've never experienced it. But the divine wants to come through clearly and say that they are coming through for you here. Okay? That you are going to be meeting new people and having connections that feel whole. People that you connect with. People that you can have fun with. People that you can work with. People that you can love. And you do deserve it. You are worthy of it. Again, I was saying earlier about, friendship and lovers, why not both, right? It's almost giving that energy of like you feeling like you can't have any of it. And the divine is like, bitch, you can have all of it. You're worthy of all of it. And that is so beautiful. It's like that. I'm getting this energy of like, have you ever had a friend that is absolutely drop dead gorgeous or handsome, very good looking, whatever? Okay, you get what I'm saying. And they say something and it's like they're knocking themselves down, like, oh, I got such a big nose and it's disgusting and I'm ugly, something, okay? And you look at this person completely side eye, like, have you lost your fucking mind? You are gorgeous. What are you talking about? You know what I'm saying? This is the energy that I am getting from the divine with you. There's this energy that you have, like almost like you're not worthy of it, like you're not good enough for it or something like that. And it might not be to that extreme. It might just be, a lack of kind of belief, like feeling like it's just out of reach. It's not within, something in your lifetime here. And the divine is like, excuse me, but you deserve the world. You deserve all of this love and all of this support. And like, how dare you? You know what I'm saying? Anything else, Spirit? Yeah, this sense of support and a sense of community and love and everything. Why can't you have it all? Why can't you have it all? You have the love with the divine, So why can't you have also the Two of Cups, which is over here, which is that divine soulmate? And then we have the Three of Cups, that coming together with community and friends and celebrating. And Four of Wands, home. Why can't you have it all? Huh? I think the divine really wants to know, what reason can you give that would say that you don't deserve this, that you're not worthy of all of this? Because this is where you're at. Now, how beautiful is that? How beautiful is all of this that you have overcome, right? It's like the divine is here saying, look, this dream of yours, it very much is coming true. It very much is coming true. You have worked too hard. You have overcome so much here. Overcome so much. So don't be surprised when good things start happening. Okay? Is there anything else, Spirit? Anything else? Did I cover it all? Yeah. Yeah. Look, the moon crossing and the high priestess. That's what this is. There's something that is within your head that is kind of telling you, like, this can't happen. This isn't possible. But I feel like deep down, you know that this is possible. It's just because you haven't experienced it. You haven't seen it. You've not stepped through to this new, beautiful world. I'm getting, have faith and trust. You will be shown all of this beautiful stuff. This world, this is giving me beautiful energy because you have overcome all of this. You have overcome so many things, healed through so many things, that there is a new world here, a brand new world that is full of love, full of support, full of friendship. Okay? It really is giving off your soul tribe, your people. I love this energy, and the divine wants to give you a little smackety smack and say, hey, You are worthy of all of this. What are you doing? What are you saying? You know? Again, give the divine one good reason why you don't deserve love and why you don't deserve to be happy and why you don't deserve to be supported. The divine's pretty patient. I'm sure that they're still waiting for you to give them an answer, okay? Because you are worthy of all of this. You are. And it's absolutely beautiful. You know, so again, do not be surprised when these beautiful things start happening for you. When you start meeting people that just resonate with you and vibe with you, you're going to find your sense of family here. All right, so final messages, please. I really like the energy of all of this. Final messages. And all it wants to come out is inspiration. You know, giving off that lighthearted, creative, fun, growing. You know, this is beautiful energy through and through. Especially the energy that you're stepping into here. You know, I really do feel like this is going to be one of these moments where it is just a dream come true. It really is. And your dreams aren't too big. You know, if anything, what I'm getting from the divine here is that this is the least that you are worthy of, the least that you deserve. This is only the beginning. All right, so I hope this message helped. And until next time, bye.